In this video, so let us talk about RPA, bots in digital world. RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. So I like this Gartner definition of RPA. RPA is a combination of user interface recognition technologies like mouse clicks and keystrokes and workflow execution. It can mimic the mouse clicks and keystrokes of a human using a screen and keyboard to drive applications and execute system-based work. Yeah, it sounds like a mouthful, but it is a combination of a user interface and workflow. Simply put, RPA is a software program that takes routine computer-based tasks from humans and make it faster with the fewer errors and less cost because machine is doing the job. An RPA tool can work across multiple applications, like can be mainframes, client servers, web applications, or using screen interfaces. So, and we are going to learn more about RPA and see a lot more examples as well. That is the main purpose of this course is automation, which is robotic process automation. Why do we need RPA? Let's take a step back here. In general, if it is a mid-sized company, an average enterprises, yeah, let's go with this. Average enterprises have 1,500 applications. Large companies might even have more than 3,000 applications. You may ask, that sounds a lot of number. What are those applications? There can be three group of applications. Front office, which basically employees use to showcase to the customers or interact with the customers, which are visible for the business. And the back office applications, which may not be directly visible for the customers, but they are needed. For example, let's say an ERP is there, and ERP is not shown to the customers, but they are still there. It is a system of tracking enterprise resources. So, and then IBM Oracle databases and no applications, these are all back office applications. And then there are employee productivity apps. We all use Office 365 for mails, emails, right? And Office, OneDrive, SharePoint. These are all meant for productivity to increase employees so they can capture the information, store the information, access and communicate and collaborate. The challenges is not all these applications integrated to each other. If there's no strong need. For example, if I get a document in an email, if I want the document to be sent to an application, is it there? No. If I get an email, it will be in my inbox. Yeah, I may have to download it and then maybe upload to some other application, unless it is integrated by automation technologies, what we're talking about. So in these siloed applications, employees are acting as a bridge. So what I meant by this, let us look at a use case here. This is quote to cash, order to cash, a process. When a customer want to buy something and then they get the product and then they get the invoice from the company and make a payment, right? So it's a quote to cash process. So if you're a customer, you would go to the company's portal or website, which might be a Salesforce having the list of products available. I mean, this scenario mostly applicable to B2B, because if you see B2C, you can think of Amazon kind of thing as well. So you get a quotation, and then if you want to place an order, you'll place an order through an application, maybe DocuSign, to capture the e-signatures. And then the team would get notified by an email in the Outlook. Then the team member or the sales representative may have to check about this customer's credit. Is he a valid customer? Can I ship the product without taking the money? Because this is a B2B scenario, business to business scenario, and product is getting shipped. And then after product getting shipped, how are we going to track the shipment? How do we know that the product is shipped? There are applications capturing this. And then someone will invoice them. Once we get the notification that product is shipped, delivered, then the company, some representatives will invoice them, and then they get a payment from the customers, and the payment is cashed into the bank. So it just shows that there are a lot of steps involved, a lot of applications involved, but all these are not automated. So sometimes because of these multiple applications, this process may take 30 days or more. But is there a room for improvement? Yes, that is what we're talking about automation. Wherever is applicable, if we can automate, then that can reduce the time and improve the efficiencies. So let us look at some of the benefits of RPA. Increased productivity. Employees are the first to understand benefits of RPA because they don't have to do manual repeated works. They can use RPA to do that work, and they can focus on more creative work, what they need to do. And control and transparency. Once the bots are programmed, everything can be monitored, each and every step. And it can improve customer satisfaction because there can be less human errors. And accuracy and reliability. If you have an employee of 10 people, then you don't know who's going to take a sick leave tomorrow. Um, but if there are bots, they can be reliable and you can scale them easily. And the cost is much more less compared to having a full-time employees. So in other words, if I have to put some other benefits, error reduction, it is scalable. You can start small, you can scale it to 1,000 processes or 100 processes, or volume can be uh, um, thousands of transactions per day as well too. You can scale them from small to high easily. You cannot hire people from 10 to 100 tomorrow, but with the bots, you can scale them. Today 10 bots are running, tomorrow 100 bots can be running if you can implement properly. And then they are reliable because don't have, I mean, like humans don't have emotions or getting impacted by the many factors. The bots can be more reliable and can be trackable, and that way compliance can be applied, whether the regulations are following, the rules are following. And team satisfaction can be improved too, because you are taking this boring task from humans and asking them to do more creative work. So team it can do better at what they are good at doing, and reduce processing times. And other best part, these bots can work 24 by 7. It almost sounds like these bots are awesome. Then why do we need humans? No, that's a key factor here. Um, the primary intention of RPA is not to replace humans everywhere, but to free up humans to do more creative works. And human machine loop for improved performance is the direction. So the RPA's intention is to improve the efficiencies and take away routine tasks, wherever can be automated into this, so that the humans can work more creative work. And yes, there is an impact going to be for some jobs which we have seen, but as an enterprises, they can improve the efficiencies by having right amount of bots and humans. That is what the RPA is helping here.